Hello crochet friends, welcome back. We are working on our Shamrock dishcloth. It's a great day for crocheting. I've got a beautiful cup of tea here ready to go. Okay, this is row 21. So we are on the front of our work, aren't we? 21 is odd, so we will begin with single crocheting. We enter our first stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through two. Right? Single crochet. And we will go along with our 29 single crochets going across our work here. Nice and smooth. So good. Okay. How is your dishcloth going? Everyone doing all right with your stitches? Single crochet and bobble. That's it. It's so nice, isn't it? I think it's great to just keep doing same stitches over and over. Your work comes out nice because you're just used to what you're doing. And it's such great practice. Okay, careful of our bobbles, right? They do stick out there a little bit. We don't want to mess anybody up as we go along here. So good. After all that work, we really don't want to mess anything up. We had some good stretches here of just single crochets in that last row, didn't we? So this is row 21. We are really working along here with our shamrock. Oh, it's so cute. I do like this, this yarn color. I know I've said it before, but I don't know whether it's because it's called Rosemary and I just love rosemary or it's just such a pretty color green. I think it looks really nice. So I'm excited about it. All right, getting near the end, and as always, we do that last stitch and then we chain one and we turn our work. Here we are on the back side, ready to go with row 22. So it's the back, and we know we'll be doing some bobble work. Okay, we want to start out with 2 single crochets. So here's 1 and 2. Alrighty, that's the 2 single crochets. Bobble in the next, and if you remember, we yarn over, we enter our stitch, yarn over and pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, enter the same stitch again, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through, just 2, yarn over one more time, third time, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through all 5. Okay, first bobble done. Let's do 10 single crochets. So here's 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There's 10 single crochets. Okay, let's bobble in our next stitch. So yarn over, enter, that's the first time, and the second time, and the third. All right, single crochet in your next stitch, and then bobble again in the next one. Here it is. That's the first time, the second, and the third. Okay, so good. And pull through all 5. All 5. There we go, I got it. Whew. Okay, 10 single crochets is next. So here's 1 for an anchor, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There's 10. Okay, let's bobble again. That next one gets a bobble. Here it is. That's once and twice. All right, and 3 times. Perfect. Okay, 2 left, right? Single crochet the last 2. One's an anchor. Here we go. And then chain 1 and turn your work. Okay, this is the front of our work. This is row 23. It's the front. It's odd. So we single crochet across. Okay, so just take your time. Get all 29 of your stitches. Oops, and single crochet across. Here we go. Okay, this is my last stitch here. I'm going to give it a chain 1. And that's the end of row 23. Let's turn our work. Here we are. This is row 24 on the back side of our work. We're going to start out with 2 single crochets. So here's 1 and 2. Then we're going to bobble in our next stitch. So this is stitch number 3. That's 1. And we go in 2 and 3. Pull through all 5. So it's 2 single crochets, a bobble, 5 single crochets next. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bobble in your next stitch. Here it is. That's a nice bobble here. One more time. Pull through all 5. Here we are. Okay. 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Bobble in your next stitch here. Here it is. It's going to be a bobble. Once, twice, 3 times. Okay, pulling it through. Okay, so now we want a single crochet, holds down that bobble, and then we're going to bobble again. All right, next stitch is a bobble. Just take your time. If I'm going too fast, pause me, slow me down. It's okay. Whatever works. Here's our bobble. And we pull through all. I need a little more yarn. There we go. Okay. Now we want 4 single crochets. So here's 1 to anchor, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, bobble in your next stitch. So this is a bobble here. Once, twice. Twice feels tight. There we go. And 3rd time. Okay, and I pulled through. Now we're going to do 5 single crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now we're going to bobble. So yarn over, next one gets a bobble. That's the first, and the 2nd, and the 3rd. Okay, and pull through all 5, 2 remaining for row 24. That will be single crochets. 1 and 2. And chain 1 as always. Turn your work. Okay, this is gonna be our last row today, row 25. We're on the front, so we're going to single crochet all that pretty row we just did, all those bobbles, nice single crochets in between. That row was a little tricky. I know, bobble here, 5 single crochets. That's why the count is so important, because there's so many different things going on for each row to get your picture correct. That's why we need to do all that nice counting, keeping everything straight. So if it's too much with people around with all your counting, you might have to do that part on your own. Sometimes we get distracted, don't we? Like when you're doing something like, the table runner that I did a while ago. That was one of those projects that you could just kind of sit and keep going because you're doing the same things over and over, and nothing distracts you really. But when you have to do all the counting, sometimes people talk to me and then I get all messed up, So it's all good. Can always take things out. That's why we check at the end each day here together. We check to make sure our pictures look right and everything's lined up right. There's nothing worse than getting all done and then you look at it and you're like, wait a minute, this doesn't look right. That's awful, I know. It has happened to me. So here we are. We're at the end of row 25. Last stitch, chain 1, and we will turn our work. But today we're going to take a look at things and make sure we're on the right path here. Okay, so at the end of row 25, we've got 2 little half circles, don't we? And then that one in the middle. That is where the clover leaf goes in, right? Just like on the one down the bottom. Just so you know what we've got going on. And we're all matchy-matchy. So hopefully you can see it, the top portion. Here we are. Is that a little better? It is funny to me how different it looks on the screen because this is such a pretty green, but it's all good. Anyway, that's it for today. I will see you next time. Thank you and have a joyful day.